How do I turn my brain off at night? This is your dad. Let's talk about that. Pull up a chair or maybe just lay back, pull the blankets up a little higher, and just listen to my voice for a while. I want you to take a slow, deep breath. Let it out slowly. You are exhausted, aren't you? Not just physically tired from the day, but that deep, bone-weary exhaustion that comes from carrying a mind that simply refuses to rest. You've been wrestling with a question that torments millions of people every single night when the lights go out. How do I make the noise stop? I know exactly where you are right now. I know what it feels like to stare at the ceiling at 2:14 in the morning. The house is perfectly quiet. The world outside has gone to sleep. But inside your head, it feels like rush hour traffic. It feels like a loud, crowded room where everyone is shouting at once. You are replaying a conversation you had 3 days ago, wondering if you said the wrong thing. You are suddenly remembering an embarrassing mistake you made 5 years ago. You are fast-forwarding into the future, building elaborate, catastrophic scenarios about your job, your finances, your relationships, your health. It feels like you are completely out of control of your own thoughts. And the harder you try to force yourself to sleep, the louder and faster the thoughts become. It is a lonely, terrifying kind of exhaustion. I want to start by telling you something very important, something I need you to truly believe. You are not broken, and you are not going crazy. What you are experiencing is the human brain doing exactly what it was designed to do, just at the worst possible time. I want you to picture your brain as a very dedicated but highly anxious overnight security guard. During the day, that security guard is busy. You are at work, you are talking to friends, you are watching videos, you are running errands. The guard has plenty of distractions. But at night, when you finally lay down and turn off the screens, the distractions disappear. The halls of your mind are empty, and that anxious security guard suddenly has nothing to do but pace the empty hallways with a flashlight, looking into every dark corner, shouting, "Wait, is that a threat? What about this problem? Did we forget to lock this door? Are we safe?" Your brain thinks it is helping you. It thinks that by obsessing over every past mistake, it will prevent you from making them again. It thinks that by trying to predict every future disaster, it will keep you safe from getting hurt. It is a survival mechanism that has gone into overdrive. But I need you to understand that worrying is not the same thing as preparing. We often fall into the illusion that worry is productive. We feel like if we just think about a problem long enough, if we just turn it over and over in our minds from every possible angle, we will magically find the perfect solution, and then we can finally rest. But worry is a liar. Worry is like sitting in a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but it doesn't actually get you anywhere. It just burns your energy and steals your peace. You cannot solve tomorrow's problems with today's exhaustion. So, how do we get the security guard to sit down and rest? How do we quiet the loud mind? First, we have to stop fighting it. When you get angry at yourself for being awake, when you lay there thinking, "I have to be up in 3 hours, why can't I just sleep? What is wrong with me?" You are actually pouring gasoline on the fire. You are signaling to your nervous system that there is a crisis. And your brain responds to a crisis by keeping you awake so you can fight or run away. Instead of fighting the thoughts, I want you to try something different tonight. I want you to acknowledge them. When a loud, anxious thought pops up, I want you to greet it like an old, annoying neighbor who just walked into your house. Say to it, in your mind, "I see you. I hear that you are worried about that presentation next week. Thank you for trying to protect me, but we are off the clock right now. We are safe." It sounds simple, almost silly, but taking the hostility out of the interaction changes the chemical response in your body. It moves you out of the fight or flight mode and into a state of acceptance. You are taking the power away from the panic. Next, I want to give you a very practical rule that I have used for most of my adult life. I call it the shop is closed rule. When you run a business, there are hours of operation. If a customer comes to the door at 3 a.m., the lights are off, the register is locked, and the sign says closed. They have to come back tomorrow. I want you to treat your mind the exact same way. After 10 p.m., the problem-solving shop is closed. The biological truth is that your brain literally does not have the fuel, the rationality, or the emotional regulation to solve complex life problems in the middle of the night. The nighttime brain is irrational. It magnifies fears. A problem that looks like a towering monster at 2 a.m. usually looks like a very manageable mouse in the sunlight at 10 a.m. When your brain tries to hand you a crisis in the dark, you have to kindly tell it, "The shop is closed. I don't have the tools to fix this right now. We will open again at 8 a.m. and we will handle it then." If the thoughts are too loud and refuse to respect the closed sign, you need to get them out of your head. The brain is a terrible storage facility for anxiety. It echoes in there. Keep a physical notebook and a pen right next to your bed, not your phone. The blue light and the endless scroll of the internet will only wake you up more. A simple paper and pen. When the thoughts are racing, turn on a dim lamp, sit up, and write them down. Write down the grocery list you keep forgetting. Write down the fear about your finances. Write down the anger you feel toward that coworker. Just dump it all onto the paper. It doesn't have to be neat. It doesn't have to make sense. What you are doing is taking the burden off your working memory. You are physically transferring the weight of those thoughts from your mind to the paper. Once it is written down, you can close the book, pat the cover, and say, "It is recorded. I don't need to hold on to this anymore tonight." Now let's talk about the physical body. Your mind and your body are engaged in a constant conversation. When your mind is racing, your body tenses up. Your breathing gets shallow, your jaw clenches, and your shoulders creep up toward your ears. We need to interrupt that physical anxiety loop. I want you to try grounding yourself in the present moment. Anxiety only exists in the past, regret, or the future, fear. It cannot survive in the absolute present moment. So, bring your attention to right here, right now. Feel the weight of the blanket on your chest. Notice the texture of the pillow against your cheek. Listen to the hum of the refrigerator in the kitchen or the sound of the wind outside the window. Take a deep breath in through your nose, hold it for just a second, and let it out through your mouth like you are blowing out a candle. Do it again, slower this time. You are teaching your body that there is no tiger in the room. You are teaching your nervous system that it is safe to power down. Sometimes, the mind is loud because we are carrying the heavy burden of shame. If you are lying awake, punishing yourself for who you used to be or the mistakes you've made, I want to step in as your dad right now and tell you to stop. You cannot hate yourself into a peaceful sleep. You were surviving with the tools you had at the time. You are learning. You are growing. The fact that you cringe at a past mistake means you have evolved past the person who made it. Forgive that younger version of yourself. They were doing the best they could. You are allowed to lay down your armor. You are allowed to rest. I want you to know that I am so incredibly proud of you. Navigating this world is hard. Carrying the responsibilities you carry is exhausting. It makes complete sense that your mind is tired and overwhelmed. But you do not have to figure out the rest of your life tonight. You only have to figure out how to rest for the next few hours. Tomorrow is a new day. It will bring its own sunlight, its own energy, and its own solutions. But for right now, there is nothing left to do. There is nobody you need to impress, nothing you need to fix, and nowhere you need to be. You are safe in this room. You are deeply, unconditionally loved. Let the security guard put down the flashlight. Let the shop close for the night. Close your eyes. Just breathe. I am right here keeping watch. You can let go now. I'll see you in the morning. Love, Dad.